Hey guys, here's a video on my sweet wall decoration. I know this will make you super jealous with all this old crap that's on the walls. Found some use for the piles of old things I have, some of it anyways, except for hard drives and other loose processors and things like that. I have two, but here's pretty much motherboards. This is an old 486 here, 66 megahertz, 486 DX2. It says 1989 on that chip there. So it was quite a beast. And something happened up here. There's some black, I don't know what the heck that is, but something happened. And then this is a laptop board. This one's actually not that old. Just an Asus, little Asus laptop board. Board's crapped. The processor and that Wi-Fi card are probably just fine. Here's a little, like a backplane from one of the old chassis that I gutted apart. Here's a graphics card. It says Image Excel on it. It's an old ISA card. Looks like it was probably pretty high-end in its day. It says 1992 on the board. Here is another board. I don't know what chip is under there. I just know that it was passive cooled, and it's got some EDO memory there, and we got some ISA and PCI slots. This one has AT power connectors, not your newer ATX style, and then it also has the AT keyboard connector, which I remember I have one keyboard somewhere that I own that plugs into that. I had one keyboard from way back in the day when I first started playing with this stuff. I mean, pretty much all this stuff is things I've used when I was just a little dude. Here is a Pentium 133 in that guy. It's a socket 5, some more EDO memory, 6 slots, 4 of them populated. Oh yeah. And then another one, a little bit newer. Once again, I have no idea what processor's under that cooler there. But once again, we have AT power connections again, ISA, PCI, and then it looks like our memory is for like your PC 100 or something like that, SD RAM. And then it even looks like we got a laptop memory slot there, unless that was for something else. Another like backplane from another chassis. Here is a network card. I don't even know if it's 10100, it might just be 10. It's 1993, so I'm not really sure. But it could just be 10. Another board. This one has PC 100. Yep, PC 100 SD RAM in there. No idea what the chip is. What does that say? I can't read it. Can't really tell from here. But yeah, pretty beastly. On the bottom of a laptop panel, I replace these things all the time, especially HPs and Dells. They make them so cheap and shitty. Then they have hinges with a lot of tension on them. Yeah, let's screw them into some plastic shit that breaks. It's just stupid design. Push them out as cheap as I can. Oh, I can't stand them. Here's another laptop board. Much newer again. No processor in that one, and no memory. And then here we got a VGA card. Cirrus Logic. It says, what does it say? 52 megahertz on one of the chips. Oh yeah. And then I remember going and buying this sound card at Circuit City when they used to be around. I think I needed it for Linux back in the day. I started with Corel Linux. That was my very first Linux I ever used. Here is a Pentium 3 slot processor. Some single data rate in there. An AGP slot, IDE. And then we got the newer ATX power connector, but it's a 20 pin, not a 24. And this one is a Pentium 2 slot. And that was probably pretty beastly in its day. I mean, it's just physically a pretty tall board. The AGP slot. Oh yeah. And then we got a 3Com network card. Now that one's not that old. I think it's 2008 or something on there somewhere I remember seeing. And then a VGA card, an AGP card right there. It's got a little heatsink on there to keep her cool at high performanceness. And then another board. No idea what chip is under there as usual. AGP slot. Badass and IDE connectors, you know. I'm sure you're jealous about that. And then we got a 3Com network card. And then we got another laptop board. Dead one, and another dead laptop board. I got a floppy drive hanging, chilling in there. I got lots of them. Here is one. This one's actually DDR2 memory in there. I think each one of them is like a gig, so like 4 gigs of DDR2 or something. Green one's actually with the heat spreaders, it might be 2 gig sticks, if I recall. That one's, I mean, it's old, but it's not super old. And then we got some my screens that I've replaced that I haven't thrown away. And then we got a main board here from a Samsung 8000 series plasma TV. As a 63-inch 2011 model, I remember. Another laptop board, CPU and memory intact. That screen I kept because it's pretty expensive. I think it's the most expensive laptop screen I've replaced. It's super thin. It's for a Toshiba Click laptop. It was stepped on. And another graphics card, AGP again. The sweet old blue VGA connector. And then another laptop board. I put up this white thing here to take some pictures, and I just figured I'd leave it. So I got some things that are covered. And then we got a Pentium 4 board there. And then an AMD AM2 board. That one shorts out once you plug in that 4-pin power connector. This one was hanging on the wall there, but that tube on there made the claw stick out, so I pulled it off for now. And another laptop bottom and another screen hanging out over here. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my sweet decoration here at the shop. Thanks for watching.